What's up, guys? I'm back again. It is Sunday afternoon. Just got home from the Londonderry Flea Market. This morning I went to Savers, Nashua, New Hampshire. I spent $30.75 and I saved $7.69, guys. And then I drove over to Londonderry. Altogether, including $3 parking, I spent 45 bucks. So let's get into this, guys. So first up, we'll do Savers. Found a couple hats. This is a vintage Army Black Knights The Game snapback hat. I'm gonna have to do some cleaning to the inside of this hat, guys. It's got some yellowing on the inside, but I think I can get this pretty cleaned up. And hopefully someday I can get $25 to $30 for this hat. Nothing too crazy. And the Game brand right there, guys. Sports Specialties, I think, is the best brand to find as far as I know, but yeah, still looking for those. I've sold one in the past for a lot of money. Next up is a hat that I sold in the past and is still selling right now. It's got a pulled thread. I'm gonna have to wash it. This is just a basic Dunkin' Donuts Boston Red Sox strap back hat, guys. It's a little bit dirty on the inside. I'm gonna have to clean it up. But these are selling between 25 and 30 bucks. All right, I get some t-shirts. First up is a vintage. I found this in the women's section. Single stitch, Lee brand, made in the USA. Dolphin Lab, Grassy Key, Florida. This is some kind of research center for dolphins. I looked it up. T-shirt. And this is a size, I don't even know if it says the size, guys. Meaning you say size small. Right there, guys, size small. So nothing too crazy, but there's nothing like this on eBay. And hoping to get at least $25 for the shirt. Next up is another vintage t-shirt. Taking a chance on this. This is a Hanes tag, single stitch, Smith name tie-dye t-shirt, guys. I wish it was the band The Smiths, but it's not. It doesn't have an S at the end. And this has a couple holes in the back of the shirt, but it still picked it up. I don't think there's anything like this. And there's a lot of people in the United States with the last name of Smith. So I think someone's going to eventually pick up the shirt, guys. And hopefully I can get like $25 for the shirt. Second from last at the Savers in Nashua is a vintage shirt. I found this in the women's section. This is on a Royal Army tag. It's not single stitch, but one of these have sold in the past. This is just a cloud, sun, thunderstorm graphic t-shirt. Nothing crazy. And yeah, I'll be lucky to get $18 to $20 for this shirt. There's the tag, guys. And this might be a women's t-shirt. The way it sticks out on the bottom, kind of like a bell. And it looks like a women's size small. Actually, it's large. So this is definitely a women's t-shirt, guys, because it's very small. But I'm going to measure it out and throw it on eBay and try to get at least $18 to $20 for the shirt. Last up, over at the Savers, I'm taking a gamble. I paid up for this. This is $14.99 before the discount. Vintage, single stitch, Hanes tag. The Statler Brothers band vintage t-shirt, and this is signed apparently by the band. It's got signatures on it, and I researched the signatures, and they look like the real signatures of the band. But I got a certificate of authenticity, guys, so I'm going to put that in my description. But I'm going to go high on this shirt and see what happens. Since I paid up for it. It is legit vintage single stitch. got their names on it. I'm not sure if it's authentic, but I will mention that in the description, guys. And hopefully I can get at least $60 for the shirt. Looks like a nice collector's piece. Graphic print does have cracking on it, so that's going to bring down the price. Alright, so next up, guys, is the Londonderry Flea Market. I found these shoes on a bench for free. Somebody was just giving these away. These are called a New Day Memory Foam women's sandals. These guys are new with tags, size 7.5. I looked them up on eBay, and there's some recent sales for like $18 for these shoes. So I decided to pull the trigger, considering these are free. And these are new with sticker, new with tags. So if I can get $15 to $18 for those, it'd be pretty good. Found a couple t-shirts. I think I only paid $1 for this. This is not vintage. Cherry Garcia, Pleasure Awaits, Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Some of their tie-dyed shirts do really good, but those are vintage, and this one is not vintage. And the graphic print is kind of worn on it, guys. But this is only $1, and I am not sure what size that is. Looks like the size is worn off the tag. Kind of looks like a size large. So hopefully about $20 for that shirt. Next up, the lady was going to give this to me for free, but I offered her $1 for it. She was selling them for $1. I looked that up, and there's no recent sales on it. And she's like, you can have it for $1. And I'm like, you know what? Just take $1 for it, guys. So I gave her $1. This is a all style apparel and activewear vintage, not single stitch, Disney We Are Family graphic t-shirt. There's a couple on eBay for like $15 to $18 with no recent sales. This has cracking in the graphic print. This is probably never going to sell. It's a men's size extra large, but I'll put it up for $15 and see what happens, guys. Hopefully make a couple dollars on it, considering I do free shipping. Alright, so last up are some jerseys. So I looked these up, guys. I paid $10 a piece for these jerseys. The first one is a Dwayne Wade Miami Heat. This is a Nike jersey, and it's got Ultimate Software on the front of it. And I looked all these up before I bought them, guys. And this is a men's size 52. This one is worth between $35 and $80, guys. Used. Like I said, I paid $10 for it. So if I can get closer at $80, that'll be better. Men's size 52. This is in really good shape. Dwayne Wade jersey. Picked up another one. This is Ja Morant. This one's selling between $39 and $46. I paid $10 for it. Ja Morant, Vancouver Grizzlies. It's got the FedEx patch on the front. Basketball jersey. Size 52. This is all from the same person, from the same vendor. Next up is a Houston Rockets James Harden jersey. This is brand new with tags. This is selling between $40 and $70. This is a size 50 James Harden jersey, guys. Like I said, I only paid $10 a piece for these shirts, for these jerseys. New with tags. And last up was a nice find, guys. This is on the borderline of vintage. It might be retro. Gonna do some more research on this, but this is a Julius Erving Nets Hardwood Classics Adidas basketball jersey, men's size large. And this is selling for about $60. I paid $10 for it, guys. Seems to be in pretty decent condition. Here's the tag. So I'm gonna do more research on the year of this tag. But like I said, there's some recent sales on this for like $60. This exact jersey. And that's a men's size large plus 2 inches. So not too shabby, guys. So I'm glad I made the trip. Found a couple things at the flea market. And yeah, that's about it for today. And as always, thanks for checking out my videos, guys. I am out of here. Peace.